Heroes! Mr. Invincible is in trouble, and we have no idea where he's been taken to. The League of Evil hasn't taken responsibility, and there has been no official statement from any other villain organizations. It is unknown where he is being held, or why. Typically, we would leave a mission of this caliber to one of the more distinguished hero agencies. But, as it turns out, they're all busy. The adolescent monsters are in the Arctic stopping a major catastrophe. The Retaliators are in space stopping an evil invasion, and the Righteous Union aren't even on this planet at the moment. Their current location is classified. So, there aren't a lot of options left. All of the groups listed above need help, and Mr. Invincible, the one who usually swoops in and saves the day, is MIA. From what it looks like, each group has about an hour left in them, so you'll have to find him fast. Your team is up and coming, and not officially endorsed by Superhero Society, but a couple of supers nonetheless. We'll need your team to infiltrate each villain lair and investigate whether or not Mr. Invincible is being held there. The world is counting on you, kids! First, stop by Castle Ruin. If anyone has seen Mr. Invincible, it'll be his nemesis, Dr. Vile. The Wicked Doctor is Mr. Invincible's nemesis because of the crafty and evil ways. He has captured Mr. Invincible on countless occasions, and although he always escapes, it speaks highly of Dr. Vile's skill as a villain. Entry won't be easy, and getting caught will be no laughing matter. Once you arrive, it becomes apparent that a stealth mission will be your best bet. Make sure your team is led by the member of your team with the stealthiest superpowers. Follow their lead and pay close attention. Breaking in was easy, but getting past all of Vile's traps won't be. Next, you'll investigate the Hall of Calamity, the evil villain conglomerate. Most of the villains who established this organization are out of town or in another galaxy. The establishment is a futuristic mansion recently turned into a villain lair by Lord Sinister, once Lord Benevolent. He fell victim to the tragic backstory leading him to a life of vigilante work. He then caved into a life of crime. The Hall of Calamity was once a monument to heroism, now a den of cynicism. Once you're inside, you'll have to disarm the lasers, sneak past the guard monkeys, and get over the pit of alligators. Have your most skilled acrobat lead this infiltration. Great job at your last infiltration. Talk about teamwork. Rescuing Mr. Invincible is going to look great on your hero resume. Now, head over to the Evil Tower. It seems that Mr. Invincible has not been captured by the previous villains, but you can't give up yet. The Deplorable Five are the tenants of this villainous lair. Evil Tower is 50 floors. Each doorway is equipped with biotechnology, meaning your DNA must be on file to open the doors, and thumbprints are required to use the elevator. If anyone on your team can shapeshift or change their DNA on a whim, it might be a good idea to let them lead this one. Great work, team! You guys are going to be a top-tier hero group in no time. Since Mr. Invincible was nowhere to be found at the last location, it might be time to check out Traitor Mountain. Hop in your holojet and zip on over. This is not your average mountain. Surrounded by a pool of lava and a rock monster keeping guard of the bridge. You'll need some serious muscle to keep that menace distracted. Hopefully, no one else is home. If the master of Traitor Mountain is home, you might have a big fight on your hands. Dark Sparrow, another former superhero. She was possessed by an alien entity, and her conscience was irretrievable. Her powers are otherworldly and unmatched by your team. Best to steer clear of her. Whoa! That was a close call! It was a miracle that you made it out of there unscathed. Thankfully, you all make a great team. Hopefully this following location will lead you to Mr. Invincible. The next evil lair is Lateran Castle. Once a jewel of heroism, turned into a wicked nest of villainy. The owner, Monsieur Rajgul, a monstrous villain. He has fought Invincible more times than any other villain. His goal is to be his nemesis, but has fallen short in a lot of areas. He has never successfully captured Mr. Invincible, but he has never stopped trying. Perhaps this time he got lucky. Excellent performance, team! You all showed real potential at that last villain's hideout. If you operate just as well as you did last time, the Jester's lair should be a cinch. The Jester is the League of Villains' newest member and an up-and-coming villain. He has successfully captured 2 heroes and almost enslaved humanity 3 times. A pretty good record as far as villains are concerned. Keep a sharp eye, team. This trickster's hideout is never what it appears. His trapdoors, secret tunnels, and fake bookcases are the stuff any villain longs to have in their evil lair. Incredible work so far, team! It looks like all of the previous locations have been a ruse, and there's only one last place to look. Asteroid N. This monstrous rock once threatened to destroy the Earth, but the heroes were able to stop it in time. And it is now levitating over the Pacific Ocean and has begun to cultivate life. They could not stop the villains from moving onto the rock, building their lair in the thick trees that grew on the floating rock. Landing the holojet on the asteroid will set off the alarms, so you might need those with the power of flight to help get everyone on the asteroid without setting off any alarms. Success! Congratulations, team! Mr. Incredible was on a mission infiltrating Asteroid N when you found him. He was amazed at your ability to get your group on the rock without tripping the alarm. Your help completing the mission enabled him to help the other hero groups in trouble. In fact, he's so impressed, he's going to write a letter of recommendation to the Hero Society board members and suggest your team be an official hero team supported by the Hero Society. What an honor!